Hey guys, Chastity and Greg here, and we're going to tell you everything you need to know about Star Trek Discovery Season 4.
Of course, spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen the season finale for Season 3 yet, get out of here, go watch it, and then come on back here.
Alright, so let's talk about where we left off with Season 3. So Vance gave the captain's chair of the Discovery to Burnham, and now Discovery has a new mission. They have to deliver dilithium all over the galaxy to new planets.
Not only that, the Federation is piecing itself back together as we see leaders of the Trill and Navarre working with the Federation. And Saru has taken Sakal back to Kaminar and will help him build a new life for the time being.
Stamets is still holding a grudge against Burnham for not helping him and having him taken away from the Discovery, despite the fact that Culber and Adira were rescued safely. So that pivotal moment when we knew things wouldn't be the same, at least for a while, was when Stamets had that very emotional moment before he was blown out of the airlock, basically, by Burnham, right before he got sent to HQ.
We came to the future for you! We followed you! Hugh followed you! We gave up everything so you wouldn't have to be here alone!
And finally, we were left off with the crew rebuilding one of the Zorobots to save the sphere data.
Hello, Lieutenant. Commander.
Alright, now here's what to expect and what we know about Season 4. Star Trek Discovery has been renewed for Season 4 at CBS All Access, as reported by Variety back in October. Michelle Paradise will be the showrunner for Season 4.
And executive producer Alex Kurtzman has stated that all future seasons for Star Trek Discovery will continue to be set in the 32nd century.
CBS All Access officially announced Star Trek Discovery was renewed for Season 4 in October, and production on Season 4 began in Toronto in November. It's unknown how long production is expected to last for due to the pandemic. It was originally expected to last until June 2021.
Also, the original plan was to begin production on Star Trek Discovery Season 4 and film it back-to-back with Season 5, but the pandemic may have curbed that decision. Kurtzman has indicated that Star Trek Season 5 is also mapped out, although it hasn't been officially announced yet.
As for returning guests, we'll see David Cronenberg's Kovich, who is confirmed to be back. Tig Notaro will also return as Reno for a limited time, as she's planning to return to set in May due to COVID concerns. And Ian Alexander, who plays Gray, and Blue Del Barrio, who plays Adira, are also confirmed for Season 4.
And also, Doug Jones will be back for Season 4. He wasn't written off at the end of Season 3. Some
Thank
people
goodness.
thought that, even some, there are some major sources out there, some people thought that he was actually written off. It's not the case, as Michelle Paradise confirmed it with comicbook.com, that no, he's coming back.
And execute.
Now let's move into some predictions we have for Season 4. My first prediction is that Gray will become corporeal again in some way. So Adira, Stamets, and Culber are going to find a way to figure this out. Even if he's just a hollow, they will make this happen.
I'm predicting something like the Doctor in Voyager.
Yeah, you're not the only one. One of the commenters on YouTube, Lord Locke, said the same thing. He said the only option that makes sense for Gray is they use the holotech to bring him to reality like on the planet. Yeah, I can totally see that happening. And Gray's actor Ian Alexander told E.T. that Gray's story will progress in Season 4.
You see me.
The Hollow. It recognizes you.
Also, maybe this season becomes more episodic. It seems to be the trend now with everything going forward. Other than Picard, I don't expect Picard to go episodic, but
Not yet.
It looks like that might be the road for the rest of production going forward, especially with Strange New Worlds, as that's already confirmed to be episodic. And then we have on the horizon Section 31.
We know that episodes will be taking the Discovery crew to new destinations to deliver dilithium, where they may have to help planets in conflict, who have not had help from the Federation in some time. So every season of Discovery has had an overarching plot, and that's kind of been their thing, but I feel like Season 4 is the opportunity where they can have a mix of that. I don't think the overarching plot will go away. I think there will be a through line throughout the entire season, but they'll have more of an opportunity to actually do, one-offs on different planets and get to see different species and strange new worlds.
Now, Michelle Paradise told Inverse that fans should expect to see a hybrid of episodic storytelling and serialized arcs in Season 4.
And shout out to this comment from Van Pasterman on YouTube. He said, "What I see is they are delivering dilithium, but they are actually delivering freedom and hope. Plus, we might get to see other planets we have seen before." Also, I predict that Tilly will remain as acting number 1 on Discovery, but a decision will have to be made by Burnham to make it official. What do you think, Greg? Did Tilly do enough to prove herself to get that position?
Sure, every season with Tilly now, it's become a revolving door of what the writers want to do with this character. Number 1, cool, but at the same time, I'm still thinking, again, this seems like a perfect opportunity to bring in Nielsen as number 1. They have so many other characters they have to flesh out this season.
Yeah, this is a new opportunity, so I wonder if any of the rest of the bridge crew will throw their hat in the ring.
Now, we brought it up briefly at the top of this video, but I want to say it again here that Stamets and Burnham, they're probably going to butt heads quite a few times in season 4.
Yeah, so here's how I see it. I think Burnham will be apologetic and try to offer the olive branch first because she'll feel like it's her fault, and she'll do this several times. Yeah, but ultimately, they'll be forced into a situation as usual, and where they have to find a resolution with each other, and it'll be very emotional. But it might take some time. I'm not sure if this is going to happen mid-season or end season, but whenever they decide that they need these two characters to work together again. We also predict that Vance will return for season 4, and we'll hopefully learn more about him.
Wasn't aware you had a child.
Yeah, she and her mother, they left a while ago. It wasn't safe for them here, but I will join them one day.
Also, Aurelio will probably join the Federation. As you may recall, he's one of the best scientists in 3 sectors, so he'll be very useful to Starfleet.
Michelle Paradise, again, she somewhat confirmed with Comic Book that Vance will return in some fashion, including Book, because we're going to need to figure out the story behind Book's name, so he's definitely coming back.
Yeah, and he was teasing so many times the reference to his name and why he chose this name. He's like, I'll tell you sometime. Like, they could easily make a flashback episode about that.
Now, another prediction is an alien race that we saw in the background of season 3 could make a bigger appearance for season 4, and that's the Cardassians. Did I say it right?
Not Kardashians, but Cardassians, yes.
In a BTS video for season 3, prop master Mario Morea revealed all 3 of the Starship black boxes recovered by Burnham throughout the season. And yep, one of them's from a Cardassian ship. It seems the Cardassians are part of the Federation.
And then she finds this one, which is on a Cardassian ship. Federation membership at that point.
Michelle Paradise also confirmed that Calypso is canon, and they were planting the seeds for Zora, who isn't quite the Zora we saw in Calypso just yet.
Anybody ever do something nice for you?
It never really came up.
Now let's talk about some questions that we want answered in season 4. So first off, I want to know, when will Saru return to Starfleet? And when he does, will he return to the Discovery, or will he be given another ship to captain?
But maybe he becomes an ambassador or something, because Vance hinted that the Kelpians, he hadn't seen many Kelpians in the Federation in a while, even though they're a part of the Federation. And maybe Saru's going to try to bridge the gap between the two of them.
I can't say we've come across many Kelpians out here lately.
And there's an idea from one of our commenters over on YouTube, Progressive Rocks, who said, the only way I feel satisfied by Saru being bumped aside is if he's given command of the latest iteration of the Shenzhou. That is also a position that he earned. He could totally do that, but yeah, I could also see him as an ambassador as well. All right, next question. Will we finally get character development for the rest of the bridge crew? So this is one of our biggest hopes. We now have a prime opportunity to learn more about characters like Reese, Bryce, Owo, Detmer, even Nielsen, who was absent for that whole scene where they were taking back the Discovery. I don't know where Nielsen was. Where was Nielsen? I don't know. But just didn't happen to be there at the time. It's fine. I just want to learn more about these characters, please.
And a big question I have for season 4, since we're going to be traveling back to different planets and seeing maybe old friends and new enemies, where are the Klingons in this whole thing? I think obviously that was strategic to leave the Klingons out, because they did get to Navarre and the Vulcans and the Romulans. Big Boss Kurtzman, he may have other plans with the Klingons, possibly for, who knows, season 2 of Picard, because I know a lot of people want to see Worf in Picard. Maybe they're still in makeup R&D, and once they figure out the Klingons look for the 32nd century, maybe we'll go from there. I'm assuming they're not going to look the same as they did in the first few seasons of Discovery. This show began with the Klingons, and it's going to end with the Klingons.
Yeah, and you mentioned the spin-offs, and they do have a connection to Ash Tyler, who probably be on Section 31, I assume. Here's a question from Rodolphus on YouTube, who says, Book says that Grudge is a queen. Is there a story when relating to the first Star Trek? He is adamant. I don't know. Will we ever get a story, or will he just keep saying that she's a queen?
I have a feeling, yeah, we're going to get something of a reveal to find out that that cat is not just any old cat.
Yes.
And another question from John Thomas, no relation, on YouTube. I wonder if the next season will have the former members of the Chain rejoining the Federation. I'm most interested in the Andorians, and they were the third to join originally after the Vulcans.
Yeah, what do you think? Do you think I think there will be some resistance because of what happened with Osira, but I could see them rejoining.
I mean, Rin would have returned if he didn't get vaporized in the season finale. But with that said, I'm assuming that the Andorians are going to rejoin the Federation, and that will be one of the... I'm predicting it now. That's going to be one of the episodes that we get. It's going to be heavily based on the Andorians and how they rejoin the Federation.
And one more comment from AV Burns on YouTube, who says, now that there's a surplus of dilithium, I'm wondering what would be the bigger target, the spore drive or the location of the dilithium planet. My mind just went Dune. He who controls the dilithium planet controls the universe.
So you know damn well that everyone's going to try to fight for this planet. There's no way that's not going to happen. So I just wonder who's going to draw the line in the sand or in space in the stars and try to calm everyone down, because we know there's going to be a lot of people coming for that planet.
Absolutely. All right, that's everything we know so far about season 4 and our predictions and our theories and your theories. So thank you so much for leaving those comments. If you've got more comments, drop them down below about what you hope to see in season 4. And we're not done with Star Trek. We'll have more Star Trek coming for you, we promise. Please subscribe so you don't miss any of it.